Hi, Alex Aguirre here with the Aguirre Law Firm. Today I want to tell you all about a legal term, Barratry. Barratry is another fancy word for ambulance chasing. What is ambulance chasing? Well, ambulance chasing is when people go after accident victims trying to sign them up for a law firm. Normally, when people are in accidents, they will do their own research about who to hire to represent them in the accident, and they'll call that law firm and they'll start the sign-up process. And that's generally how it works. And that's why you see a lot of billboards and commercials and online advertising for lawyer services. They're trying to get your business. Now, unlawful solicitation is the dark side of our industry, or one of the dark sides of our industry. And that's when people try to exploit accident victims. So Barratry is a legal term which means unlawfully soliciting a person to hire a law firm to represent them in their accident. What's unlawful soliciting? Well, I'll give you some examples. If after an accident you receive a call from someone stating they're with a victims advocacy group, or they state they're a representative of an insurance company, or they may state they're representatives of a medical clinic, if they contacted you without you contacting them first, that's unlawful solicitation. And what these people are doing is they want to steer you to signing up with a law firm that they may work with. That is Barratry. A company or an individual cannot contact a victim of an accident unless that victim contacts them first. If you feel you've been preyed upon by these solicitors, and in fact, if you signed up with a lawyer as a result of these unlawful solicitations, well, there's a law in the books that gives you a remedy. In fact, it's a felony for a law firm or lawyer to have committed such unlawful acts. And if it turns out that their client was unlawfully solicited by themselves, well, that client can turn around and make a claim against the lawyer for unlawful Barratry. It's a third-degree felony committed by the attorney or individual working for the attorney, and they need to pay the client that was unlawfully solicited a $10,000 penalty fee. I tell you all this because recently, clients who have hired my law firm to represent them in their accident have told me that they get bombarded with calls after a crash, and they have no idea how these people obtain their phone numbers. Well, these unlawful solicitors are very crafty, and they have their ways of finding out who's been in a crash. For example, they may access databases of accident reports that may have phone numbers on there. That's just one example of how they work. But in summary, if you get a call after an accident from a person or company that you did not contact first, you need to treat that call very suspiciously. And if you already have an attorney, reach out to your attorney and tell them that you're getting bombarded by these unlawful calls because you may have a cause of action or a remedy against these people unlawfully soliciting you. I hope this information has been helpful to some of you. I strongly encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel below, and we'll see you next time. Alex Aguirre with the Aguirre Law Firm signing off.